This is CFM56-5B, which belongs to A320, and in today's video I would like to tell you a bit about fan air valve, what is it good for and how to replace it. So let's take a look at it. To get to the fan air valve we need to go under the C duct of the engine, and you can find it over here. This is our fan air valve. It drags the air from the cold stream from behind the fan, and this is the duct to it, which leads up there. And above the valve we have a precooler, but more I will tell you during process of removal. But yeah, let's start. First of all, we need to remove connector. This is left side of the engine. That's quite easy. Yep, I'll cover it in the minute. Now, sense line is over there. I already placed there cross foot with ratchet, but just to give you an idea, this is the place where I need to operate. It's a quite tiny environment, so if you're claustrophobic, it's not really a place for you. Yes, it goes. Now, somehow, with the hand, yep, that's out. Now, one tube, and that's for that you need to use quite bigger wrench. It's 1 inch. It goes very smoothly, and yeah, a bit more space for that compared to sense line. Yeah, goes by hand now. Great, that's loose. Now we need to remove the bottom clamp. So we need to push this lock, and just by removing the nut, yeah, you see, it's gone. The lock moves, and we will just now screw it all the way. This is basically safety. Once for example, the nut cracks or it will get loose, this safety feature, this hook, will hold it on the position. So it's like a backup. The valve is loose. Perfect. That's a bottom clamp. Okay, now we need to remove the elbow, which blocking us from removing the valve. And that's the nut on the bottom and bolt on the top. To be honest, I don't really see the bolt, but yeah, it goes. We have one on this side, and then we need to move to the left side. Okay, that's one side. Now we will remove the other side, and I give you different angle. So this one is from the bottom, and I will try to somehow turn the top again. Of course, all those nuts are self-locking nuts, so they need to go this hard. Again, another fail-safe device, because no one wants to have a nut which will drop inside of the engine. Okay, so here we have our lovely nut. Now the bolt and the elbow you should be able to remove after that. very easily. Yes, it's out. Now I'll pull it from the other side. Now we just move this elbow slightly forward, turn it, and yeah, this is our elbow. Now there is nothing what blocks us to remove the valve itself. So one last clamp remaining. And the same procedure with the top clamp, like from the bottom one. We need to hold that pin to unlock it, and now it will just go down. The clamp is completely loosed, so now just disengage it, and here we go. And this is our valve. Top clamp. Okay, now since the valve is out, I would like to show you what is actually purpose of this valve. Why do we need to extract the cold air from the psig duct or from the cold stream, and we need to send it up there in that duct. For that, we need to take a look inside of the duct, and there you can see pipes. Those pipes are part of the precooler, and that precooler is there to cool down the bleed air, which you can see over here. This is a bleed duct, which here a bleed valve and the bleed duct which goes all the way up, and that bleed air goes inside of the aircraft systems. That air you use for starting the left engine, for example, or running of the air conditioning system, PEX. So, and with that you are pressurizing the airplane. And this air is very hot actually, and we need to bring it to temperature around 200 degrees. And for that reason we have this fan air valve. It cools down this air to 200 degrees plus minus 25 degrees. Above there, behind the precooler, we have a thermostat which actually controls the fan air valve. If the air is too hot, it will open it more. If it is too cold, it will close it. So that way it modulates the fan air valve. Thanks to that we are able to modulate the fan air valve, and yeah, this way we are able to keep the temperature in the limit. So this is the purpose of fan air valve. So this is our new valve. I already make a readout of the part number or serial number, and yep, we are good to install it. So we'll take the clamp and we'll place it on the top. We'll put it there. So let's go. We'll place the valve inside. Important is to notice the arrow, the way it needs to go up. So this is the way of the flow. So let's install it in. Luckily there is enough space in between the strads, like this. Yes. Okay, now we're on the spot. I'll tighten it a bit so it will at least sit. So the clamp will close, that it will get behind the release point. So, just to show you that this non-threaded area is inside of this section. So now basically the bolt cannot jump out. But I'm not gonna tighten it because due to sense line installation and connector installation, I need to be flexible. So now I still need to be able to turn it a bit. So that's why. Now we'll place there the elbow. Screws and nuts. One on these. Now do him. And the other side, but unfortunately our colleagues switch on the APU. So, and it's the smallest APU in the fleet. Triple. Dry crank on the triple. This is always beautiful. So now we need to set the bolts. The same on this side. Tight it. Good. Now the other side. Now we need to apply deg.Cs on the vent tube. So not all gonna seize on the place. The same procedure with the sense line. I need to apply a small amount of the deg.Cs on the thread. And we can install the sense line and vent line. So again, climb up, place the sense line on union, and just tight it with a finger. The clamp, and then we'll install the vent tube once this part is done. So. Great. Now again, we'll do the same thing. We'll tighten it slightly, so it will not gonna jump out, but we're not gonna tighten it all the way. Okay, like this, it will remain on the place. Now, since it is on the place, we can try to install the vent tube. All the way by hand. Great. Now we will turn the vent line. Good. One of the last things which we need to do is tie the sense line. And as always, access is the best. Yeah, that was sense line. Finally, we can torque our clamps. Okay, now we need to hit it with a plastic hammer. The safety is already in place, so it popped. So even though if now the bolt break or the nut break and it will get loose, this safety pin will gonna hold it together. Perfect. This is what we want. Now the upper one, and basically the same procedure. So first of all, we need to tighten it. first click, and again, plus the hammer.
A few moments later.
Perfect. Again, torque seal. We're gonna give us information that the bolt moved or the nut moved. So if this line we're gonna be break, we know that there is something wrong. Great. So torque seal applied on every connection. And the last thing is installation of the connector. Perfect. Good. So test remaining. So all seats are closed, aircraft is live, and basically test and the big check means that we need to check certain bit on BMC status page. So bit number 13, 11, 12, 13, and yep, it's 0. Which means that all what's remaining is leak check. So we need to plug the test kit to the valve and we need to pressurize. So now we need to remove the test port, which is here in the back, and we need to plug there our test kit. Now the locking cable or lock wire. And later on, of course, we need to secure it again. So now the test kit. Basically, now we need to slowly raise the pressure. 9, 10, 12, and valve is already start opening. And we reach 20, and that's basically limit. Once we reach 20, valve must be open. It opened a bit earlier, but yeah, that's what we want to see. So once I release the pressure, valve will close. And now closer view. Valve is open. Now we release the pressure. And valve close. This is basically the test. Last time we've been talking about the activation of the, I think, anti-ice valve, which is over there. Even fan air valve you can deactivate in the closed position. For that we have here this pin. That pin you will remove and you will install it up here. Basically that will gonna lock the valve in the closed position, because before you saw that this target moved, and once you install the pin inside, the valve will remain locked in closed position, because now it is in closed position. The fail-safe position is closed. It is spring-loaded to close. So this is how you deactivate the valve, thanks to this screw, which you installed here. But the same way you can deactivate all the other valves, and we are talking about high pressure bleed valve, can be deactivated in the closed position. Same here. Here you have screw. That screw will be installed in this lever. You will screw there this deactivation screw. Of course you will have an air leak, so that will release the load from the valve, and yeah, thanks to this mechanical blockage the valve will remain closed. Same for the bleed valve. You have somewhere, I don't see there, I don't have stairs, but somewhere up there you have a screw which you can install over here in the back. Basically every valve on the engine can be locked in closed position in case of some sort of fail. So this is fail safe. We can remove the test equipment and install plug on the test port. Good. And good. Now only lock wires remaining. Okay, that's all about funnel valve. If you have any questions, please write them down in the comments below and I'll answer as soon as possible. As always, I would like to ask you to don't use this as a replacement for a maintenance manual, but always use the latest documentation released by manufacturer. Big thanks to Austrian Airlines that they let me to record all these videos so you can see what is going on during night on these airplanes. Thank you for your time. My name is Tomáš, this was Aircraft Maintenance with Zeto, and I will see you on next video. Bye.